Just for the record, no, I don't take steroids. This is just honed out of hard work and pumping iron. There are no shortcuts, ladies and gentlemen. Bar steroids, obviously, themselves. But, you know, what is the worst sport in the world? Well, it's very easy to make any sport sound rubbish, to be honest. You can say golf's just putting a ball in a hole, so is football. Tennis is just putting a ball in an empty space, so is squash, so is badminton. They just chose to sellotape feathers to the ball and call it... No, okay, that is just plain weird. But not the worst sport out there, not by a long chalk. Nothing wrong with badminton. I mean, you know, there's some truly absurd sports in the world, and some sports that attract truly absurd people to them. By way of example, the slogan sweatshirt, okay? I saw a guy at the Notting Hill Carnival wearing a t-shirt saying, "We eat and drink, and then drink some more. For tonight, we play hockey." What a twat. Skiers too, I saw a fat face top, you know, hoodie, the whole thing, thought that looked quite cool. Then saw what it said on the front, and it said, "If hell freezes over, I'll ski there too." Now, I'm sorry, I don't like to use cunt in comedy, but that is a cunt, isn't it? I mean, Jesus. Rugby, obviously, awash with this kind of macho sloganism, isn't it? My favourite, or least favourite, whichever way you look at it, slogan t-shirt in rugby was "Rock, Scrum, Maul." And that's just getting to the bar. What can I say? My friends are all dicks with terrible sense in clothing, but my point. So, Oxford Cambridge boat race, right up there as a contender, I think, as world's worst sports. Not for all the elitist reasons necessarily, but just simply because they could stop the race after 20 metres. Whoever's in the lead after 20 metres wins the race. No one ever overtakes. The rest of the race is just a total waste of time. But it's not the world's worst sport. It's not even the second worst sport in the world. The second worst sport in the world is, in fact, ski jumping. Now, that might come as a surprise to you, but the reason why ski jumping is a terrible sport is because the person that jumps the furthest isn't necessarily the winner. How can that be? Can you imagine that in a long jump? It's like, I appreciate that you did jump further than Jürgen here. It's just that you didn't look as good as he did. He was prettier through the air, so he wins. How did it come about that ski jumping wasn't the person that jumped the furthest? I can only assume that back in the days of yore, someone didn't read the script properly and jumped further than the King of Norway. And the organisers were like, "Shit, we can't tell the king he lost. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell, you know, I mean, Prince Olaf was a bit flappy in the air, whereas King Ericsson was straight as an arrow, so he wins." And they're all just kind of stuck from there on in. Apologies if there are any Norwegians in the audience and those are racially stereotypical names. I have to say I didn't do much historical research in this area. But that's not even the world's worst sport. So what is? Well, in my opinion, without question, the world's worst sport is the triple jump. What the fuck is that about? Sorry, I have to what? And then why do I have to do that? What? That is fucking ridiculous. So again, and this might not be historically accurate either, I'm assuming it was in someone like Henry VIII, because apparently he was a bit of an athlete before he got all fat. And so he's having a sort of game of long jump in his palatial gardens, in the stage of life where he was on the road to obesity, shall we say. And all the other opponents are obviously barely trying, barely jumping at all, but still managing to beat the lardy tyrant with some ease. And not helped by the fact that Henry's also a bit pissed up at this stage. I call him Henry because, you know, I'm posh. But and so he's like, "Yeah, well, you may be able to beat me at this sort of one jump event, but I can beat you all at that. Triple jump." Why? What's the triple jump, your most rotund of majesties? It's where you have to hop, and then skirt, and then you just jump normally after that. And whoever does that is the real king of jumping. Yeah. Now Cut off all their heads and let's eat for fuck's sake. Yeah, that's my case for the triple jumping, the worst sport in the world.